Hi, I'm GingerPale. Do you want some facts that no one asked for? When I go to an amusement park, my favorite part is waiting in lines. When somebody asks me, what do you want to drink? I always say Diet Coke. It's the best one. Canada is a real place. Wow, those were all really fun and interesting and true too. I think everyone's been pranked in some way throughout their life, and if not, you probably just make a fool of yourself all the time and didn't notice the difference. As the youngest in my family, my siblings used to pull all kinds of things on me. Sometimes I would find I lost a toy, but conveniently they had set up a little shop in their room for me to browse and buy toys from. They always seemed to have just what I was looking for, if not exactly what I was looking for. This was because they stole my toys and then sold them back to me. My toys were being ransomed. One more thing they would do is, let's say I had a toonie. A toonie is a $2 coin in Canada, by the way. Well, they would say something like, "Hey Devin, we have 2 pennies. How about we give you 2 pennies for just 1 measly toonie?" Me not realizing what the value of the coins was like, that's easy, 2 is way better than 1, of course. It wasn't worth it. But you know what? I took a couple classes in economics at the university, and now I understand that a toonie is worth a little bit more. It's 60 pennies. Give or take, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, April Fool's is coming up, and it brought back these memories, but it also got me thinking, why do we celebrate April Fool's? It just seems like normally we celebrate a holiday for like a patriotic thing, religion, or the time of year. So why have we set aside this day for screwing around? Well, it turns out the reason is because we used to celebrate New Year's on April 1st. But then one day, some Pope guy was like, hey, time for a new calendar because this one's 11 minutes too long. So then we replaced the Julian calendar with the Gregorian calendar. It caused a lot of shifting in when we celebrate things, so then New Year's was on January 1st instead of April 1st. I know, right? 11 minutes made it shift 90 days? Okay. But not everybody heard about the change in calendars, so some people were stuck celebrating on April 1st. So what are we gonna do about these people? Well, we're gonna prank them. We're gonna prank them for the fools they are. One tradition in Ireland is if you saw someone celebrating in April, you would ask if they could send a letter for you. And your target's gonna say, fiddle-dee-dee, of course I will. Once your target delivers the letter, the person who got the letter is going to open it and see that it says, send this fool further. So then they're going to send him to another person with the same letter. The goal is to see how far you can get this guy to go. And you know when you accidentally get someone else's mail, like maybe your neighbor or something, but you don't open it because you're not a bad person? Well, this poor guy keeps getting pranked unless he decides to look at the mail that's not addressed to him. It's pretty much a lose-lose situation. Now, I encourage the act of foolery, but you guys gotta make sure you're following the original rules of the holiday. Also, I really just like how it's worded on Wikipedia. It says, in the UK, an April Fool joke is revealed by shouting, April Fool, at the recipient, who then becomes said April Fool. A person playing a joke after midday is the April Fool themselves. So what I'm getting out of this is you gotta say April Fool, not April Fools like I hear a lot of people say today. And also you gotta make sure your pranks are before lunch. Because you know tea time is not a time for screwing around. But that didn't stop BBC. Apparently a lot of people in the UK weren't aware that spaghetti came from wheat flour and water. So BBC decides to make a broadcast about a family in Switzerland harvesting spaghetti from their family spaghetti tree. You guys got fooled. I kinda wish companies advertise products like this. Imagine a Tiffany's commercial saying, do you know where the perfect diamond comes from? And then just cut to some guy who's opening up Kinder Surprise eggs and he's like, I open thousands of these a day in hopes to find a diamond in one. I'm paid in chocolate. Oh, there we go. It's really a win-win for both companies. Kinder's gonna be selling all these eggs because people are gonna try and find their own diamonds, and Tiffany's is gonna be known as the funny jewelry company that people want to buy from. But apparently these eggs are banned in the US. I don't know why. You guys don't know how to just not eat the whole thing. So you guys don't get to play, because you guys are fools. Now here's a fun prank to pull on your siblings or friends or whatever. Number 1, choose a target. Number 2, wait until they get married and have kids. Number 3, offer to babysit kids. If that doesn't go through, you can just kidnap the kids, that's fine. Number 4, now teach the kids animal noises but mix them all up. You know, like make a pig say bark and a chicken say bark. Boom, you're done. Now your target will be so embarrassed with how much their kids suck at animal noises. And if that's not good enough for you, well then why not teach them the wrong colors? This is even better because you can't really explain colors. Seriously, try and describe a color. If you can comment like a little poem or something describing a color, I'll be really impressed. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you guys liked the video, maybe you should like the video by gently tapping on the like button. If you smash it, I'll have your account banned. Because my dad owns the YouTube. So we're getting close to 10k subs, and for that I wanted to do a little Q&A to celebrate, so you guys should go tweet some good quality questions and you might get featured on that video. Just make sure you tag me at the GingerPale and maybe use like a hashtag AskGingerPale. So yeah, and while you're over there, maybe you should follow me, I don't know. But thank you guys for watching again, I'll see you guys later.